I remember how in the old days I used to play with my brother. All we had was fun, and we both envisioned how in the future we could be anything we wanted to be. He wanted to be an astronaut, he wanted to be happy. Now he works as a bartender in town, serving drunk people almost every single day. No, it hasn't been easy for me either. I dreamed about being a rock star, but as we can see, it didn't turn out to be that way. Everybody used to think it was an unreal dream, that it won't ever happen. It is true that I'm not what I planned to be. I mean, sometimes things just happen and you don't know even why. I remember I was forced to study politics because that was the only way of getting a scholarship. Of course, I hated being forced to study. I mean, I wasn't bad at school, but hey, it just didn't feel right. Even though I hated studying, I had to do it. I mean, it was hard, but I didn't care. I just wanted my family to be pleased with my work. And of course, I didn't like my way to the top. It was harsh and painful. I had to do my best to get where I am now. Of course, with some effort, I started to look for my sound in my workshop. I had this particular interest for whatever sounded good for me. These pieces of material, of pipe, metal, wood, whatever could make a nice sound. I tested it. I remember normally some of the materials that sounded best were from old motors because they were like sheet metal. So I tested and I started to add these materials to my drum set to see what sounded best. Every time I got something I liked the sound of, I placed it into my drum kit to see how it will complement the other things. I remember once people started to see these strange pieces of metal and materials around my drum set while I played at my first small concerts, they always seemed to like what I did. And of course, after some time of playing, I finally got asked by a record label to play as their drummer because of my particular way of playing and sound for the bands that they recorded. And well, that is how I got started in my drumming career. I said I wanted to be a rock star, and if I had the chance today to do it, I would have done it, but well, I don't have the chance anymore. But I still ended up doing something that I love, and I think that is the most important thing of all. And that is how I got started. From that point on, everybody knows the rest.